Hello everyone, this is the InStyle Knitting Studio. Today we will learn how to knit this beautiful lacy pattern with needles. This is what the front side looks like, resembling little branches. This is what the back side looks like. It turns out soft, stretchy, and I believe it will suit almost any item. It can be sweaters, some cardigans, skirts, hats, and so on. Here we have the first row of the beginning of the knitting. Here, I finished and closed the stitches. I knitted 3 repeats in height and 2 in width. Well, let's take a look at our pattern. I will immediately explain how we will knit each symbol. The cross is the edge stitch. The empty square is a purl stitch. The filled square is a knit stitch. The circle is a yarn over, and the filled triangle is 3 stitches knitted together. That is, from 3 stitches, we need to get 1 stitch by the method of passing 1 stitch over. I will explain and show how to knit these 3 stitches together, so we will knit in turning rows. At the beginning, we will knit the edge stitch, then a purl stitch, and after that, we knit the repeat of 14 stitches and repeat the required number of times. At the end of the row, we again knit 1 edge stitch. In each knit row, we knit 3 stitches together. From 3 stitches, we get 1. To not reduce the total number of stitches in the row, we also make 2 yarn overs in the same row. Accordingly, as we remove 2 stitches by knitting 3 together, we added them back with the yarn overs. The total number of stitches in the row should remain unchanged. This ensures that the fabric is even and the pattern does not skew or go off track. We knit 12 rows, then repeat again from the 1st to the 12th row. So, let's try to knit. I cast on 18 stitches on my needle. That means I will knit 1 repeat in width. Here, in my example, I knitted 2 repeats. But now, as an example, we will create a small pattern. We will just figure out how to knit each row, each stitch, in general. I cast on 18 stitches. For those who do not know how to cast on stitches and how to determine the length of yarn before casting on, I will leave links to our lessons below the video. Please take a look. So we have cast on 18 stitches. Next, we will knit the first row. The first row is located right here. It gives us a wave in this pattern. Let's look at the diagram to see how to knit the first row. Here, the first stitch will be the edge stitch. Then a purl, a yarn over, 5 knit stitches. Next, 3 stitches knitted together using the slip stitch method. Again, 5 stitches in knit, a yarn over, 1 purl. After that, our repeat ends. That is, we will repeat again, from the 3rd stitch to the 16th inclusive after our purl. We will knit the required number of repeats. That is, depending on the width we need to achieve. After knitting the next repeat, we knit the edge stitch at the end of the row. Let's try to knit the first row. We slip the first edge stitch onto the right needle. Next, we knit a purl stitch. I will be knitting using the grandmother's method. After that, we have a yarn over, and we will knit 5 knit stitches we have knitted. Next, we will knit 3 stitches together using the slip stitch method. That is, with the right needle moving from right to left, we slip the first stitch onto the right needle, similar to when knitting a knit stitch. The next 2 stitches we knit together as a knit. We have knitted. Next, we pass the slipped stitch over the 2 knitted stitches, just like this. That's it. We have knitted 3 stitches together. Next, according to the pattern, 5 knit stitches. We have knitted, a yarn over, a purl stitch, and the last edge stitch for me will also be a purl. I will purl the last edge stitches and slip the first ones. So the first row is done. Now let's knit the second row. The even rows, that is the 2nd, 4th, 6th, 8th, 10th and 12th rows are not indicated in the pattern, therefore we will knit as follows. If we knit with a knit stitch in the right side row, then in the even and purl rows, we will knit with purl stitches. If we knitted with a purl stitch in the right side row, then in the even rows, we will knit with knit stitches, so we will knit as the stitch faces us. We will purl the yarn overs. Let's try to knit the second row. We slip the first edge stitch onto the right needle. Next, we see a knit stitch that we knitted as a purl in the last row. Accordingly, in this row we will knit it as a knit. Next we have a yarn over. We purl the yarn over. Then 5 knit stitches, which we knitted in the first row, therefore in the second, we will knit them as purls. They are calling to be purled, we purled them. Next, this stitch is 3 stitches. Knitted together, we will also purl this one. Since 3 stitches together were knitted as a knit. Then we have 5 knit stitches. In this row, we will knit them as purls. After that, we have a yarn over, which we also purl. Then there's a stitch that we knitted as a purl in the last row. Accordingly, in this row, we will knit it as a knit. And the last edge stitch I will purl. That's it. We have knitted the second row. We turn the work, let's see what we have in the third row. In the third row, we have a purl edge stitch, then a knit. Yarn over, 4 knit stitches, then 3 stitches knitted together. Again, 4 knit stitches, yarn over, 1 knit stitch, and 1 purl stitch, the repeat ends. We repeat the needed number of times from the 3rd to the 16th stitch. At the end of the row, we knit the edge stitch. Let's knit the third row. We slip the first edge stitch onto the right needle. Next, we knit a purl stitch. Then, 1 knit stitch. Yarn over, 4 knit stitches. After that, 3 stitches knitted together, that is 1. We move the stitch to the right needle. We knit 2 stitches together, then the slipped stitch. We place it over the 2 knitted together just like that. Next, we again have 4 knit stitches. Yarn over, knit stitch, purl stitch, edge stitch, also purl. That's it. We have knitted the 3rd row. We turn the work. The chart for the 4th row is not specified, so we will knit it ourselves. We slip the edge stitch. Next, we have from the previous row. We knitted purl, and here we see that it looks at us as a knit stitch. Accordingly, we will knit it as a knit stitch. Next, we knit purl stitches. The yarn over is also purl. In general, it turns out that in purl rows almost all stitches are purl. We knit all of them. Everything here is purl. And the yarn overs too. The only thing is at the beginning, we knitted a knit stitch. And at the end, we also have a stitch that looks like a knit. We knit it as a knit stitch. We knit the edge stitch as a purl stitch. All done. The 4th row has been knitted. We turn our knitting. Next, we will knit the 5th row. Let's take a look at the pattern. In the 5th row, we have a selvage purl stitch, 2 knit stitches, a yarn over, and 3 knit stitches. Next, 3 stitches knitted together. Again, 3 knit stitches. A yarn over, 2 knit stitches, and a purl stitch. After that, we repeat the required number of pattern repeats. And in the end, we knit a selvage stitch. Alright, let's knit. We slip the 1st stitch. Knit the 2nd stitch as a purl. Next, the 5th row follows the pattern. There are 2 knit stitches. 1, 2, a yarn over, 3 knit stitches. Then, 3 stitches knitted together. Transfer 1 stitch to the right needle. Knit 2 stitches. Next, transfer the slip stitch over the 2 knitted together. That's it. Then, we work 3 knit stitches. A yarn over, 2 knit stitches, a purl stitch, and a selvage stitch. We will also knit the purl stitches. You may knit the selvage stitches in a different manner. Also, by the way, I will leave a link under the video. We have finished the 5th row. The 6th row is not specified in the pattern. Let's knit it on our own. Slip the 1st selvage stitch. Then, we knit with a knit stitch. Our stitch, which in the previous row was a purl stitch. After that, we knit everything in purl stitches. The yarn over is also worked as a purl stitch through the front loop. At the end of the row, we need to knit a knit stitch here. Because the previous stitch was a purl, and we knit the edge stitch as a purl. That's it, we have knitted the 6th row. We turn the knitting. Next, let's look at the 7th. So, the edge stitch is a purl. 3 knit stitches, a yarn over, 2 knit stitches, 3 stitches knitted together. 2 knit stitches, a yarn over, 3 knit stitches, a purl stitch. Next, we repeat the pattern the required number of times, and at the end of the row, we knit the edge stitch, so the 7th row. We slip the edge stitch. Next, we knit a purl. After that, 3 knit stitches. a yarn over, 2 knit stitches, then 3 stitches knitted together. After this, 2 knit stitches, a yarn over, 3 knit stitches, a purl, and the edge stitch as a purl. That's it. We have knitted the 7th row. We turn the knitting. Let's knit the 8th row. In the pattern, it is not specified, so we will knit it ourselves. We slip the edge stitch. Next, we have a knit stitch. After this, we knit all purls until the end of the row. At the end, there will be 1 more knit stitch. We knit yarn overs through the front loop. Here at the end of the row, we need a knit stitch, so we knit it as a knit. We knit the edge stitch as a purl. The 8th row is complete. 9th row, edge stitch, purl, 4 knit stitches, a yarn over, 1 knit stitch, 3 stitches knitted together. Next, another knit stitch, a yarn over, 4 knit stitches, a purl stitch. After this, we repeat the required number of patterns, and at the end of the row, we knit the edge stitch. We slip the edge stitch, then knit a purl stitch, 4 knit stitches, then we do a yarn over away from us, so in the next row, we will knit through the front loop. Next, 1 knit stitch, 3 stitches knitted together, which means we slip the first stitch onto the right needle, knit the next 2 stitches. And we place the slipped stitch over the 2 knitted ones. Thus, we continue by knitting 1 knit stitch according to the pattern. Yarn over, 4 knit stitches, 1 purl, and 1 edge stitch. That's it. The 9th row is completed. We turn our work, and in the 10th row, we knit purl stitches, nearly the entire row, except at the start where we have 1 knit, and at the end of the row, there will also be 1 knit. That is, we knit the stitches the way they face us. Here's our yarn over. We knit it through the front loop to create a hole, an open work pattern. So, we knit the second to last stitch as a knit, and the edge stitch we knit as a purl. That's it. The 10th row is completed. The 11th row follows the pattern as such. Edge stitch, 1 purl. Then the repeat begins, which consists of 5 knit stitches, a yarn over, 3 stitches knitted together, another yarn over, 5 knit stitches, and 1 purl. The repeat ends here. After this, we repeat the necessary number of times. At the end of the row, we knit 1 edge stitch. We slip the first stitch, the edge, and then we have 1 purl. After that, 5 knit stitches, yarn over. Then, 3 stitches knitted together. That is, we slip the first stitch to the right needle. Next, we knit 2 together as a knit, and move the slipped stitch over the 2 knitted ones. After that, another yarn over, 5 knit stitches, done. Next, one purl stitch and edge, also a purl. The 11th row is completed. We turn the work. Now we knit the 12th row. It is not indicated in the pattern, so we knit it ourselves. We slip the edge stitch, then we have a knit stitch, and we knit purl stitches. Here, at the end of the row, is a knit, and the edge stitch is a purl. That's it. We have knitted 12 rows. We turn the work. Here, we have our one repeat in the form of this. Such a petal, beautiful, delicate. It turns out that in every knit row, we knit purl stitches on the sides, and in the center, this vertical stripe, which is made of 3 stitches knitted together in the bridging method, creates such a vertical stripe, and our yarn overs give us these holes, which form the pattern. In general, we have knitted 12 rows, and to continue knitting further, we will knit from the 1st to the 12th row, so the next knit row will be the first according to the pattern. We look at the first row and continue knitting. This way, we can repeat the necessary number of repeats, just like I did. I repeated it 2 times. I think this pattern will be useful. I myself plan to knit a sweater for my daughter from it. I have half wool, a little yarn, that's all. Thank you for being with me. If you have any thoughts about this pattern, such as where it can be applied or what you plan to knit, please write in my group on social media. They are linked below the video. Subscribe, like, and we'll meet soon in the next video lessons. Bye bye.